Hello guys, welcome to season 3. I just simulated all the way through. I didn't even bother doing a little video before I got to the end of January. So we look at our results. We are not built for the championship, which is not very good. We look at our transfer history. You see, we sold Maxwell Cornet for 7.5 mil to Paris FC. Sold O'Connor for 4 mil to Bolton. Apparently, we've sold Yerson Mosquera for 3.7 mil. This guy we sold for 1 mil. Russell for 600k. Renham Hotter finally out for 500k. Joe Anderson finally out, and then people bought in. Apparently Mosquera. Nedeljkovic on loan. Robinson on loan. What? Oh man, this is confusing. Ismail Muniz on loan. Coban Bird as a youngster. Manuel young right back, he'll hopefully break into the main team. And Datsan Satpayev, we brought him back permanently. But if we, other than that, because some of them aren't showing up, we've signed Joshua Niganakana for a total of 7.5 mil. Good young CDM that will break into the first team. We've signed Gabriel Carvalho, where is he? A really good youngster. Look at his stats. Very all-round player. And then under 21s, we've signed all these from him all the way down to Preveda. It was all on the free agent list. So the best one, potential-wise, is Franco Lobos, right mid. Give him 2 years and he'll break through the into the main team. But best one currently was under Ahumada, who will definitely break into the main team at some point. Looking at the team now, we've got Tommy Setford in goal, Costa Nedeljkovic, Diego Lopez, who's another one, Luis, who's another youngster that we brought in, Tonino, who's one of the youngsters we brought in, and then Aiden Heaven at left back. We've got Ahumada, as I said, in the team, Savage in, Satpayev, Jay Robinson, Munoz, who we've just signed on loan. I'll try getting permanently at the end of the season. And then Harry Gray. So Mark Benawi gets dropped. What? Surely you'd want him in here. We've got Kano on the bench. He's been here since the start. Carvalho should be in. Van Persie should be on the bench. I don't know why he's not. So I'm obviously gonna go play a season until we get to January, and I'll show you where we are at the end of January. Hopefully we're doing better than what we are. We ain't got no cups to focus on, so it's literally just the Prem. Not the Prem, the Championship. So, thanks. Literally about 30 seconds after I left you guys, we've just been accepted to get a new affiliate club. So hopefully we can send our players out on loan there. Let's just sign a new deal. So hopefully we get a good affiliate and we can send our players there. So the affiliates have come back and we've been offered Fleetwood, Dagenham Redbridge, Stevenage and Oldham. I've selected Dagenham Redbridge because it's my local club, so it makes sense. And Fletcher was just there on loan, so Hopefully I can loan him back. Yes. Right, let me just read this. Yeah, look there. Tyler Fletcher sad. We're announcing an exciting new partnership. Yes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go offer Fletcher back there on loan. And hopefully he goes. So, we've got our youth intake. The best person being Jonathan Lennox. Nice left back with good potential. Hopefully he'll make it into the main team soon. As you can see, he's currently billed as 158. So hopefully gets there. We've also got George Bradbury Hunter. He's also got a potential ability of around 150. We've got a Belgian guy, which a bit odd because I never really get foreigners. He's got a potential ability of 137, so it's not too bad. We go down to the last ones. We've got Dusan Sekulic, how do you say his name? He's not even got 100 current ability, so we won't be signing him. Other than that, I'm going to go terminate all these contracts, and then I'm going to go sign all the other ones up. So, hopefully, they make it into the first team within the next season or two. But, let's see. As you can see, we have finished in the playoffs. But there was a chance we could have got. There's a chance we can get second if we somehow win by 10 goals and Ipswich lose by 10 goals and Burnley don't win. So that's not going to happen, but there's a chance. So you can see we've been drawn against Wrexham in their semi-finals, and the other game is Birmingham against Burnley. But if we look at the predicted media finish, we were predicted to finish first, so we kind of failed. So in the first leg, we won 2-1. We got goals from, I can't remember who got the goals. So it was Sapiev in the 25th minute. So it's coming up now. As you can see, it was nice little tiki-taka football. We're playing it around the back. And then we get Sayo, who plays it up to Nedeljkovic. And he plays it back, and I think they play it over to the left, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Bernal gives it to him, and then Sapiev, nice little finish there. So he puts us up 1-0 in the 25th minute. But it went to VAR, but obviously there one offside. And then just after the second half, they try clearing it, but we intercept it and behind the counter. Who made her? But gives it to Munoz to Carvalho, and then he falls back to Munoz and he scores. So it makes it 2-1 in the 49th minute. But right near the end, you can see they just kick it up there. And I thought, oh, we're going to go score a third goal here. But they intercept us, and then Max Cleworth gives it up to Baidu. He gives it to Kiefer Moore, and he plays it back, so I thought, well, they're tracking back, not going to score. But no, he sends it up to Baidu, he sends it to Liberato Cacacho, who plays it back inside to Flanagan, who scores. So, it was quite a bad game. So in the second leg, we lost 2-1. Baidu scores a penalty straight away in the 5th minute. So, that wasn't a good start. And just after half time, they've sent it up to Cacacho, who sends it all the way down the pitch. And they've made it 2-0. So I thought, oh, we're going out, because we would have been out at that time. So, but then you see we've got the ball in Nedeljkovic. He's just got it intercepted, and I thought he was going to play it back, which he did. and I thought we was going to score from here, but no, Djokovic just ran it and he shot. And so it take 2-1, so it takes us to penalties. So Satpayev took first, and he finished these. And then it was Đurđević, and he scored, so it's 1-1 on penalties at this time. For some reason, Tommy Setford was on the third penalty, but he scored to make it 2-1 to us. And then it was Badu to step up to score, to take it, and he scored. But then Gabriel Carvalho missed, so I thought we was out. And then Kiefer Moore's taken his penalty, and he's missed as well. But up steps Paveda, and he's missed as well. So still 2-2 at the moment. And Harry Winks steps up, takes it, scores it, makes it 4-3. No, 3-2 to them. And then Paradiso scored, but it skips Broadhead's penalty, but he's missed anyway. And then Munoz scored to make it 4-3 to us, and we're into the playoff final. So it all comes down to this game against Birmingham. Live from Wembley, obviously. We've kicked off here. I thought we was going to be through straight away, but we weren't. See, Birmingham got the first shot on target of the whole game, and they are dominating us at the moment. We didn't have nothing at the start of the game. Nothing's come in the first 10 minutes. As you can see, I've sped up the game a bit to make it a bit faster, because it was taking its time. So it's in the 17th minute was the first big chance. And Djokovic plays it to Carvalho, he gives it back to Djokovic. He goes on a nice little run, and he loses the ball but gives it back, and then gets it back from Ahumeda, who does a nice little 1-2 again, and he scores 17 minutes in. So we're 1-0 up in the playoff final after 17 minutes. I've skipped the goal because I can't be asked to watch it. I'll cut back to you when the next big highlight is. So we've got a corner here from Carvalho. He whips it in and nothing comes from it, but he plays it back out to Carvalho and we don't score from the rebound. Carvalho with another corner, he whips it in, nothing from it, but Ahumeda shoots, and behind us, build it, and Munoz has tapped it in. 2-0 to us in the playoff final. At this rate, we are going up to the Premier League at the first chance of asking. As we see it again, Carvalho's whipped it in. It's been headed out to Ahumeda, who's been one of the best players this season. And it's been a really bad save from Bayindir there. Luckily, Munoz was there to capitalise on the mistake and put us 2-0 up. Satpayev here on the left, plays in, shoots, and Munoz has missed. What a save by Bayindir. Lacey here, intercepts by Paveda to Louise, back to Paveda. Gives it to Robinson, runs down, gives it to Satpayev, cuts inside, does some little tricky tricks, plays it, shoot, and we don't capitalise on any of the bad defending here from Birmingham. but we've got a corner. Carvalho, and he doesn't. We don't do anything from the corner. So we ended up winning 2-1. I forgot to record Birmingham's goal because I was not bad. But yeah, we are Premier League, baby. So at least we've gone up, and we should have a good amount of money. So let's check the email for the initial budgets. As you can see here, the board have given us 103 mil to spend, but we've only got 11 mil in the budget, which is a bit confusing. But we had already made some transfers, that's why. So we signed Munoz on a permanent for 10 mil. We signed a young Portuguese defender called Murillo for 5 million. And then we signed a young Romanian midfielder for about 4 million as well. And shock of the transfer window, Mark Bernal's contract was expiring at Barcelona, so we snapped him up on a free, because you can't complain about that. Well, in terms of goals and assists, you can see here Harry Gray got the most goals, and Satpayev and Munoz second and third, and then Liberty Love, he's not our player, but then Bernal, Ahumeda, Savage, Van Persie didn't really score that many goals this season, so I'm not sure what really happened with him. I know he was injured for quite a while. We got Carvalho done quite well. Robinson done well. Sander done quite well. That's why PSG wanted him earlier on in the season. Got Njokovic there. For a loan, he done quite well. But other than that, no one else really contributed to any of the goals apart from the top three, which I was a bit annoyed at. But assists here, we've got Satpayev, Bernal, Carvalho, Gray, and Ahumeda with the top 5. So the goals and assists were shared, but we could have easily done with more goals and assists from people. Some of the team let us down a bit anyway. But I'm gonna go try sign Njokovic on a permanent deal anyway. I don't think Aston Villa will let me have him, but I know he's 22, but when we signed him he was 21. In terms of other competitions, in the FA Cup here, we weren't in the first round. In the second round, we weren't in. We got knocked out straight away, 3-1 to Nottingham Forest in the third round. So, which isn't good. But what can you expect? It's not even a Premier League team, it's their fellow Championship, aren't they? But as you can see, Wolves lost 3-2 to Everton in the final. But I'm going to go scout some players, look at the free agents, and then next episode will be in the Prem. So hopefully we don't get relegated. And I'll see you in a bit. Video will be out tomorrow. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.